So let me dream. In all this time, I've never dug your seam. But if you said that it's on the line, then I'd say all your loves are none of mine. Whoa, yeah. 'Cause now my heart is burning as the night is closing in. So don't look deep in my eyes, 'cause your friends are calling you. Never ask me for the answers. Can't you hear all the warnings? So don't look deep in my eyes, 'cause your friends are calling you.
Well, I've always been a bit arty, to say the least. I like drawing a lot and sketching. And music and image has always been essential to my makeup, I think. Just listening to records, very involved in music at school too. And I don't know, I just didn't fancy sitting behind a desk, tapping out my name in a computer and getting my days junta reported to me. I've got to do all this work. I'd rather do my own thing. It's a lot more independent. Well, we had a school band, started playing drums. When I started to fall off a drum kit, I thought it was time to give up that. And went on to vocals. By the time I left school, I formed a band at home. And quickly went from there as a lead singer. Well, they were old friends I'd known for several years. And so they didn't have any block about the wheelchair. But since that band split, I did have a lot of problems with people not thinking you could do anything. They just look at you in a wheelchair and say, you can sing. So I just went on and did it. I got some keyboards and made a single with some friends as well. Embrace is basically an alternative love song, just aimed at captivating one's mind and making you drift a bit. And a guttural feeling from the heart, you know, just shouting at someone and saying, embrace me.
Come along this long walk alone with me, and face the dangers of your own fantasy. For you have no thoughts of mine to hide tonight, so don't be tempted to keep desire deep inside. So embrace me, embrace my love tonight, my dear.
If it's something that touched me directly or something that happens to someone I know, then it might spark off something to write a song about. And then I'll write about it clearly.
Embrace my love tonight, my dear.
I put some, not politics, but social comment into the lyrics. So I hope people are sitting and listening. Instead of just going, oh, that's a nice beat, should we go down the road and buy it, Sharon?
Take the chair and sit at my right. I'll forget your stance on the public land.
That's just a message to everybody who's in a chair to just be proud of what they are. Don't worry about what people are looking at. I don't think, is my leg in the wrong position? Do my hands look funny? Don't worry about that. Just be proud of what you are yourself, in between your ears and not from the outside.
It's a part of me. Ain't no fashion that I try. It's a part of me.
I like this wheelchair because it looks like a bike, and that's why I drive around. And also it gets me from A to B. But no other reason, no gimmicks. I look different because of my clothes, not because of my disability. Otherwise, I think I'd be wearing what my mother dressed me in. I look like what I want to look like. If it sells, great. Then if I'm a poser, I'm a poser. At least I'm making money. We can be as fashionable as we want, just what we want to look like. As for being sexy, then that's up to the individual, you know. If they can go out and get on with the opposite sex, great. If they can't, they can't. I don't think that's anything to do with being disabled, really. I know a lot of able-bodied people who just can't get on with the opposite sex.
but I'm still making love to your reflections of times gone by with you. Oh, and in your voice so sweet, there's no intention to laugh or to cry with me. Are you sending me all your feelings by a dream or two, or a mystic flame, collecting your heart for lost emotions, for a new game that lovers play. I'm still making love to your reflections of times gone by with you. Oh, and in your voice so sweet, there's no intention to laugh or to cry with me.
I see myself more as just a musician rather than joining in with something that's already going. I mean, I'm in a wheelchair, yeah, so what? Just do my music.
Graham Dilley at the other
Get on with it, really. My fingers can't play guitar properly. Or in any such way to be recognised. I could pick out notes for a guitarist, but I can't play it, etc., with other musical instruments as well. When this, I can piece it together. For instance, if I want to do a chord, I can do two parts of a chord, one hand, and the other two parts. Like so. And the computer will play that back, as if it's just one. Because I do that in the first half, and in the second half, when I go around again to record it. So it puts it all together. So with my hands, it's perfect. I think with anybody else who has a little bit of problems, they can even do two fingers or one finger at a time. You can even get a computer nowadays that actually, you just tell it what chord you want. For instance, a C chord, which I can't play, and it will play it for you. You have to program where the notes are, and it's difficult at first when you get into it, but once you know the basis, if you've got any computer knowledge, then it's easy. And so you make music without playing.
To give me a sanctuary, 'cause I've got a heart and a body that I want you to steal.
Get a sequencer and a keyboard. Make sure it's a fairly good one. Get a group of people who want to play too, and all chip in, because it's not worth getting something cheap and nasty, because it won't last. It'll fall apart. Sounds are awful. So get together with some people and buy some decent equipment together, and you can all use it, and you have a good sound, and learn from each other too.
It's a part of me. Ain't no fashion that I tried. It's a part of me.
Get on with it. Just go for it, don't care what anybody says. If they take the mick out of you, then they take the mick out of you, but no matter what you're dressed in, they're still saying, hey, look, it's a crib. Doesn't matter what you look like. So just go for it. I'd like to be in the same esteem as Billy Idol, etc., yeah. I don't really know many singers who are in front line of a band who wouldn't.
'Cause now my heart is burning as the night is closing in. So don't look deep in my eyes, 'cause your friends are calling you. Never ask me for the answers. Can't you hear all the warnings? So don't look deep in my eyes, 'cause your friends are calling you.
I'd obviously like to go on as long as possible, because I prefer doing music to almost anything else. I'd like to get involved with helping other people and producing and maybe writing things for other people. See what comes up, but I'm definitely going to strive forwards rather than sit back and watch everything go past.
So don't look deep in my eyes, 'cause your friends are calling you.
About what he describes as the frustration faced by disabled people who are forced to do menial jobs or spend their lives in institutions, but dreaming of breaking out to a more independent life. It's called Like a Bullet.
I started cards of water. My mothers were 3 years old. All alone. The journey's all cramped, but when I get there, I know it's another day in exile. And for what it's worth, I may as well be all alone, sailing down the Nile. That's when all truths become lies, and it hits you like a bullet right between the eyes. Why should I cry for you? How can I die for you? Why should I cry for you? How can I die for you? Die for you. I type my number into my computer and start to plan for another day of fun. A day full of love, decisions like shall I walk or shall I run? I see my stranger's face in a mirror and I know that my day, oh it will come. That's when all truths become lies and it hits you like a bullet right between the